Well, my name is Lynn Officer. I'm coming 40 this year, and I work as a classroom assistant in the school off the Shankill Road. I grew up just a couple of miles down the road on the Crumlin Road, so I'm kind of local, but didn't really know about this place until I started volunteering. There was a youth worker that came to our church ages ago called Catherine Mann, and then she encouraged my brother and now sister-in-law to come up and volunteer. I had no idea of what was up here, and then they had said to me about coming up even just for a wee visit. So I did 1 week, and then the rest, they say, is history. It was a bit surreal because I wasn't sure what I was going to be faced with. I'd heard of the place because some of my friends in school came up here as members, but as a young adult it was a bit daunting because I just wasn't sure what would be coming at me. So yeah. This is the debatable thing. I say between 15 and 20 years, but I think I've reached the 20 mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're holding off and saying 20 for a while.
Yes.
Yeah. Amazing.
Apart from the building, just the people that have came through have changed. It's just a different shift in social, cultural things. The thing that stayed the same though is what this place is about. And it's about hope, it's about family, it's about safety, and mostly bringing Christ to the community is what we aim to achieve here in the BlueHouses. So, relationship, it's just all about relationship, and that's the difference that I've noticed through other youth clubs and drop-in centres and places that have seen different youth worky things being done, but up here it is totally different because you have pockets of people who are really vulnerable and really open and happy to share their life story with you, and there's people that you just have to chip away at. But it's those moments of chipping away, and it can take weeks, it can take months, it can even take years. But eventually you get that wee window of opportunity and you're like, yes, this is where the relationship has been stable, and we can build on something here, and we can then feel comfortable to bring in the whole aspect of God, of Jesus, and of love to them. Again, it's that whole thing of how my day is gone. I could be having a wick day at work. I also help out in my church's BB, so then I would come up after BB on a Tuesday night, and so that can have a real shift to my emotions and how I deal with things. So there have been times whenever it has been challenging, and I think we have to remember that we're all human at the end of the day, and there are teenagers here who have came from a completely different side of their story and compared to mine, and so we just sometimes there is that battle. I'm not gonna lie, but I just have to remember that, and being also it kind of not humbled me, but it was just like, if we don't love them, who will? And so that's always been in the back of my mind since he said that. You know, I have to kind of ground myself in why we're here and how we do that. The stories, the memorable ones would be nights where we've had what's called the hot seat, where people, either staff or volunteers, have sat in the big hall or down the table tennis room, and they've had questions asked to them, and it's been one of the real, I would say probably the best God moments we've had in the BlueHouses, where people, it's strange because having the fun the fun parts leading up to the hot seat moment has been like a bit like rowdy, settling them down, but it's so strange because as soon as we start talking about the serious issues, the God issues, it's like you could hear a pin drop because everybody is so focused on what they want to hear, what our stories are. And so for me, it's those the hot seat moments where I have felt that people are really engaged and really focused on, and they want to hear what is being said. I have met some great people to work with and to journey alongside the young people with. I have met some incredible young people who have incredible stories and their lives, they have gone through a tremendous amount, more than what in my almost 40 years have gone through a lot more, and their resilience is absolutely phenomenal, that they're still getting up out of bed and focusing on life, and they're coming around and they're sharing their stories. They've inspired me to get on board, to remember that they are human, that they are a creation of God, and I need to ground myself in that and just have that in the back of my mind all the time as I come into this place. So it's given me a reason to focus, a reason to just believe that God is changing this community. Family, definitely family, because families have ups and downs and tears and laughter and joy and sorrow, and we go through all that, so definitely family.
It's weird because you probably get on so well all the time, never ever fall out, never.
Yeah, you have our moments. Family, love, definitely in abundance, and hope. Yeah, because even whenever you see Pete, and like just we've done the marathon, and just the sheer what it means to him and what it means to the staff here and the volunteers. It's just a place of hope, and you see that whenever on a Tuesday night, whenever they come through, the teenagers come through the door, it's just, I think they know that they're safe and that this is a place where they can feel hopeful. Yeah, so family, love, hope.